Today we've got a Week 6 matchup for you here between the Toronto Thunderbirds taking on the Denver Broncos. Set to go now in Week 6 of the NFL season, and we are underway on EA Sports. And running with power here. And he'll be out of bounds across the 25. First carry of the game now for the Texas superstar, Bijan Robinson. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. It'll go as a loss of a yard on the game's first play. Second down. At the 27-yard line.
Rattler. Get up. Cowboy 80. 70 Rangers. 70 Rangers. Warrior 70. Steady.
Working out of the gun, Daniels. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Robinson. And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. A gain of 13. It's a first down.
And even though this is a top 5 rushing offense, and we see this especially early in the game, they're going to do their best to keep you honest. They don't want you getting the habit of stacking the box, so that's a good throw there. And they're able to come up with the first down.
Come on. Hawk 70. Panther Street. Ready.
On first and 10, it's Robinson. And a strong run that time as he's across midfield and down to the 43. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last two plays.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
60 Bison. Check, Bobcat. Chop alert. Rig it. Unlock Lion.
Back to Robinson now on first down. Down inside the 40. When you look at this Bronco defense, they're currently 21st, Charles, in the NFL against the run.
One thing you do know they'll be fired up because they're facing a top 5 rushing attack. And even if they have early success against them, they got to remember they got to sustain it because teams that are top 5, they don't stop running the ball if they don't get things done early.
65, 19 Tiger.
Off the play fake, Daniels. Wide open receiver complete. And all the way to the 2-yard line there before crossing over out of bounds. They give him a gain of 37.
Execution was one of their watchwords leading up to this one. And on that play, able to execute brilliantly here on this opening drive.
First and goal, a chance for an early statement here on the road. Robinson is not going anywhere. He'll be hit and dropped for no gain at the 2-yard line. Nothing on that one. It'll be second down.
60 Bison. Let's go.
Robinson again. And he is into the end zone for a touchdown. Bijan Robinson, his 12th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Thunderbirds get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon. Point after, up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20. At their own 18-yard line. Looking to put a drive together. First carry now for Julian McLaughlin. And not a whole lot to speak of there as they'll bring him down shy of the 20. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Brandon, to me, what's important right here on this drive is for them to get at least 2 first downs. They've got to give their defense a chance to settle down, catch their breath a little bit after they give up a touchdown on the opening drive.
Now 2nd and 9. Looking to throw. Brooks. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. A nifty bit of scrambling there. 12 yards, first down.
I don't think that run was anything that was designed, but when his reads were blanketed as he went through his progressions, all that was left was for him to run and try and pick it up himself.
On the handoff, McLaughlin. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Brought down on the play by Deron Bland. The Broncos at 2-3 here to begin the new season. Now, they were losers last time out, trying to turn things around here in this one.
And it always helps to have a home crowd behind you, giving you encouragement as long as you give them something good to cheer about. So you know they just want to come out and play well for their faithful, and I expect them to do just that.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down. But you look at this defense. Against the pass, they've had some issues. Ranked number 23 in the NFL right now.
And even though that's not the greatest ranking in the world, one thing you can say, they get after the quarterback. They're in the top 10 in the league in sacks.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked up by Trayvon Diggs. And he'll be taken down, although there is a flag down. Will this stand? So the holding call on the offense, so they go ahead and decline that one and take possession of the football on the INT.
Deputy! Cougar 19! Hey, check that, street!
Straight ahead, it's Robinson. And to the 36-yard line, taken down there after getting 8 yards. He was solid last week, over 100 yards in their victory on the ground. They want to get that going again.
Absolutely. What they also understand is that from week to week, it's not necessarily the same, but they want it to be, right? What they saw last week on the ground, they want to see in this game as well.
Now a 2nd and 2.
Let's go. Hawk 70, Hawk 70.
Robinson with another carry. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard. Line. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
Well, they came into this game saying it was important that they set the tone and show that they can run the football. And I believe that they've done that here in the first quarter.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
Here we go, start.
Now Daniels. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. The catch and run, good for 18 and a first down.
Well, as a coach, you absolutely love seeing your offense find their rhythm early, and that's exactly what we've seen so far. They had a touchdown on their opening drive, and now they connect here for another nice gain for a first down. This offense is moving the ball well, exactly as he drew it up in practice.
A give left side to Robinson. And he will take this one in for a touchdown. Bijan Robinson with his 2nd touchdown in this opening quarter. And the Thunderbirds lead this now 13-0 here in the opening quarter of the ball game. Extra point splits the uprights. And that'll make the score 14-0. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And he is out of bounds as they'll start up past the 30.
At their own 31-yard line.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go. And they're in an early hole. The first drive, they threw the interception. That led to a touchdown, so decent-sized deficit early on.
It is, but I think you hit the key words early on. So they have to decide, do we even need to change game plan, or do we just need to execute better and try and get back in this game?
Give them 14 yards there and a Denver first down. That's taken in by Franklin. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or two shy of the 40. That one good for 13 and a Denver first down.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people. But you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Operating from the gun, Brooks. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. This defense, Charles, really played well in that win a week ago.
There's a little bit of lightning talking with the defense coordinator about their performance last week because the feeling was that it was a good, solid performance. They did what they needed to do to get the job done and get the win, but definitely a few lapses that they're looking to correct.
So from the 37, here's 2nd and 4. The give is to McLaughlin. And he's going to be taken down with a marker on the field. So let's see about the call. So that flag obviously takes away the good yardage that they had on the play.
And talk about a momentum shift, because we can visibly see this celebration shifting from one side of the field to the other as soon as everyone saw the flag.
14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Second quarter about to begin from Denver. It's the Broncos in possession of the football as they've got it with a 2nd and 10. Again, he'll drop to throw. No, he doesn't have it. Maybe some alligator arms there going over the middle. 3rd down. Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this first half.
No, not at all, and I understand why. They look lethargic, out of sync, and it shows on the scoreboard.
An incomplete pass on 2nd down. That muddles things a little bit here. This is 3rd and 10. They'll look to throw again. He'll try and do this himself. Slide to a stop. He does have the 1st down. Give him 12 yards on that one. It earns him a fresh set of downs.
Certainly not a positive sign if you're the D coordinator and you see your guys give up that space so early in the game. 3rd down, that's when the clamps are supposed to come out. But his ability to create things with his legs makes things difficult.
They'll look to throw now on 1st down. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down.
Normally you think the tight end's going to be able to catch the football and handle that contact, but in this case, maybe a little too much target to hit. That one was timed well, incomplete.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. And he's getting his man in stride, complete. And he'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line. His first catch there, good for 10 yards and a 1st down.
And a nice job by the two of them to not only connect on the pitch and the catch, but to carry over their practice work to the game field. They saw the adjustment by the defense, made an adjustment themselves, and picked up the 1st down.
They'll run. It's McLaughlin. And he's going to push his way down to about the 12. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
That's a strong pickup right there on 1st down, and as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
Come on, set, hawk, 19, Tiger, 19, Tiger.
On the ground, here's McLaughlin. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. It's a 10-yard gain there, and it sets him up now 1st and goal.
I'm okay with the call there. In fact, I actually like it. I know they're down a couple of scores, but the running game worked in that situation. I would continue to go in that direction.
1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game.
70 Lions.
McLaughlin will take it in. Touchdown, Denver. Some good running there at the end of the drive. He had the burst that set up the 1st and goal, and then one play later, he's in the end zone.
Brandon, what I liked about that sequence is I'm not sure who made the play call, but they understood the situation, understood the momentum. A nice hard-charging run, give it right back to him, and let him cap things off.
The extra point up and good. And that'll make our score 14-7. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. a good return up past the 30. And a good return, able to get out across the 35 to the 36. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive.
Here we go.
3-2, their record through the first 5 games of the year as they got the victory last week. It's still early, just October, but what have you seen from these guys so far?
Well, what I've seen is a team that's still figuring out all their pieces because they've got some new faces from a year ago, adding some new draft picks. Sometimes it takes a month or so before you really start to gel as a team, and for those players to figure out their roles. But right now, I see them starting to elevate.
And they'll send the tight end in motion here. Daniels looking to throw. They'll get this complete to Matthew Golden. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. 23 yards on the play. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front, defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
They'll bring the tight end in motion right here. From the shotgun, it's Daniels. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. You're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
So from the 26-yard line, here's 2nd and 9.
Ready.
Robinson up the middle. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. It's a loss of a yard, so it's back to 3rd and 10.
And that's exactly what offenses try to avoid by using motion and throwing different formations up. They hate when he can draw a bead on the play, get a running start, and make a big play behind the line of scrimmage as he did just there.
Here's 3rd and 10.
Dragon 60. 60 Eagles. 60 Eagles.
Here's Daniels. That's taken in by Golden. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
So many times in my career, I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. As long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
They'll run with Robinson. And there is nowhere for him to cut back as he's taken down in the backfield. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
The short field shrinks even more with the type of bodies they brought in on that play. Those extra tight ends, they weren't able to secure their blocks, and that one ended up going backwards.
Again, it'll be Robinson. And he'll take it into the end zone for a touchdown. Bijan Robinson on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Thunderbirds go up by 2 touchdowns. So what a first half that he has had running the football. That now 3 touchdown runs.
And I would anticipate that when they get down in the red zone, he's going to get more chances as this game goes on. And I think that the guys blocking for him are going to ask for him to get more chances. They like the rhythm they've developed.
Extra point safely through. And it's now 21-7. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line.
At their own 21-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And they dipped a game below 500 following the loss last week. And you get the sense that maybe this team's at a little bit of a crossroads here.
Yeah, I think that's a really good way to put it, because what's that old malaprop? If you come to a fork in the road, take it. Because this group, they're losing ground fast. They've got to start winning some ball games. And the good teams, they're starting to separate themselves, and these guys are being left behind.
Now a 2nd and 10. Back to throw. Brooks. Now he'll tuck this and run. No one there to help out downfield, but no problem. Scrambling for 22 in the first.
Well, that turned out better than most of the passes he could have thrown on that snap. The coverage downfield was excellent, but the containment close to home left him a backdoor escape, and they paid dearly for not locking up.
Here's McLaughlin. Now he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
I have a feeling they'll stay committed to running the football, especially on the early downs. They just haven't had a whole lot of success just yet.
19 Tigers.
Here we go on 2nd and 12. That's complete to the rookie from Michigan. So a decent game there on the play, but that all gets wiped out with a penalty.
Well, that's a setback, but all the good play callers, they just move on. They find something else in the playbook that can attack this defense, and they go right back on the offensive on this play.
Now they face a 2nd and long following the holding penalty.
Half to 60, half to 60, 70 range, go.
Operating from the gun, Brooks. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
When you run in the slant, timing is everything, and against that man coverage, there was no space available, and incompletion as a result.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Looking to throw. Brooks. And that is incomplete.
Nice back-to-back plays defensively. They're stacking momentum now. 1 incompletion, 2 incompletion. They're going for more.
The Broncos send out their punter now. Back deep, Rashid Shaheed. And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. Fielded just inside the 20. Call that 49 yards on the punt. They do get 7 back on the return. And out will come the offense as they take over.
At their own 26-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And with a little under a minute to go, still time to try to put a drive together to add to their lead should they so choose.
19 tight, 19 tight. Mustang 19.
To throw is Daniels. Over the middle and complete to Shaheed. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup.
First down. 1st and 2 at the 46-yard line.
Ready, set. Ready. Buffalo Viking 18. Ready, ready.
Play action, now it's Daniels. Nowhere to go here, he lost the football. And this ball recovered by the offense, but remember, they cannot advance it here in the final 2 minutes of the half. So this will be blown dead, and it'll come back to the spot of the fumble.
Okay,
The
great.
fumble on first down, now here's second down.
Panther 60, Panther 60. Rattler, 18 Rattler. Ready.
To the air goes Daniels. Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it. All that gets him is just a yard, and now it's third down.
I'm not quite sure what he thought he saw there, but the reality was certainly a much different picture than what he anticipated. And give credit to the defense. They were down on a flash when he broke out of there, and they forced him out with almost nothing to show for his efforts.
Third and 19.
70 Rangers, 70 Rangers. Get it. 60 Bison, 60 Bison. 60 Bobcats, 60 Bobcats. Dragon 60. Trap 60, Trap 60.
Throwing now is Daniels. He'll try and do this himself. Oh, what a read on the outside as it's intercepted. And the Broncos are going to have it here just past the 25.
I think that interception happened for two reasons. Quarterback gets outside the pocket and panics a little bit, and receiver doesn't make sure he's absolutely in an open spot. So there's a guy lurking, took the ball from him.
Yeah, so don't wave your arms, right, as a receiver if you're not wide open.
Got to know that you're open. Otherwise, just don't do it.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go. And with 10 seconds left, not really enough time to put something together. Now he's going to step up and run. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. That's caught at the 25. And he's going to be out of bounds inside the 25-yard line. He's trying to protect his quarterback's blind side. Got nabbed for the hole.
You have one job over there. Make sure that man does not get hit. So if you have to hold occasionally, do so, because they don't catch all of them. This time they did.
Well, they're just going to run it here up the middle. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. It'll be the Broncos getting the football first in this second half as they trail, and we are back underway. And he's going to be out of bounds here as the run back will leave him shy of the 20-yard line.
At their own 19-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. Well, the first half, they struggled a little bit to keep pace offensively, CD, down 2 scores here. So how do they make some changes coming out of the locker room?
Well, they've studied what they did in the first half. They've seen what the defense is throwing at them. Now they want to have a plan of attack against it. So you come out, you're not going to get all the points back on one drive, but get started on it. Start chopping into that lead, and maybe it'll inspire your defense to help out as well.
Second and 6. Now he'll tuck this and run. And he'll be out right at the 35. A nifty bit of scrambling there. 12 yards, first down.
He certainly isn't looking at the scoreboard out there, because to me, all he's concerned about is analyzing the field and making most of the time left in this game. Deficit's still there, but he's starting to hit them with some big plays.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on first and 10. Throw left side complete. That's Franklin. And he's going to be taken down right at the line. So they'll get nothing out of that play, and it'll be second down.
35-yard line.
19, Tiger, 70 range. Go.
Back to throw. Brooks. And this will be broken up and incomplete. Now a penalty flag down, and they may be going backward here. And since they still have 10 yards to go, they'll just say, let's roll this over to third down and decline it.
Let's just be honest about it. If you can't get them off the field on 3rd and 10, then something's wrong with your defense anyway. No sense in taking that penalty.
Looking to throw. Brooks. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Give them credit for excellent coverage, tight coverage. They're doing a lot of things that we talk about in basketball. They're causing disruptions in the passing game. And as long as that continues, it'll be tough for them to gain any momentum throwing the ball downfield.
Still just the third quarter, but they've got to make something happen. I think they know that. They're going for it on 4th.
60 Eagles, 18, Pioneers.
They're indeed going for it as they look to throw. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. A curious decision to go for it, but it pays off with a first down. Both sides were holding their breath there on that 4th down play, and the offense can breathe a sigh of relief.
And both knew exactly where the first down markers were. You know the defense is trying to guard those sticks and try and keep people in front, but somehow, some way, those guys found a way to pick it up.
Carry from McLaughlin.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
From just across the midfield stripe, here's second down and 5.
Here we go, set. 60.
Back to throw. Brooks. They'll set up the screen. It's McLaughlin. And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. Solid gain of 18 yards and a Denver first down.
And that's the kind of play this offense needs to maybe kick them into gear a little bit. They've been stuck in neutral much of the game. Perhaps that can give them a little bit of confidence that big plays are out there.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Brooks. And he's going to drop this off to his fullback. So that'll be no better than an incompletion. And that will bring up second down.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. He'll get that complete to Franklin. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route, and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and give the quarterback a really nice target.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Back to throw again. Pass taken in. The ball comes out, and that is going to skip out of bounds. So a break there for sure. They'll hold on to the possession at the 5-yard line. Thankfully for the offense, a fortuitous bounce there on the fumble goes out of bounds because they're down here in the red zone. You don't want to lose one there.
You don't want to lose one, and the best part, because it went out of bounds, they retain possession, still have an opportunity to put points on the board.
And he stopped immediately there. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
This is a critical sequence here for this offense. Things really haven't gone their way so far. This could be their chance to get back into it, but they've got to find a way to punch this ball in.
That is caught at the 7-yard line. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Denver score. A great effort there. His 6th touchdown of the season. And the Broncos are back within a score. The point after is good. And they're back within a touchdown at 21-14. This game back within a touchdown now as the kickoff's away. And able to get this out to the 25. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And maybe some renewed pressure on this unit following the touchdown a moment ago. It's back to a one-score game.
And because of that pressure, because it's now a one-score game, they know this is where you need to slow the momentum change. Because otherwise, that could overrun your team. You've got to be careful right here.
Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34.
Let's go now. Cougar 19. Cup 19. Cup 19. Mustang 19. Check smash. Check smash.
Back to throw. Daniels. He's got his tight end on the corner route. It's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. He's up to 88 yards receiving in the ballgame now, and he's got a first down.
And that was good protection there. No, that was great protection there because it allowed him to lock in on his receiver, although I think he was looking for his tight end on the corner route all the way. Nice connection there for a really nice game.
Hand off now to Robinson. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Getting a sense that the momentum of this game is changing since the break. Nice play there, and this D is fired up.
So the first down run lost a couple. Now they come up 2nd and 12.
Ready? Hurt. Press all 80. Seven Pirates!
Looking to throw. Daniels. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And this is going to be another first down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos' 36. They give him 14 yards that time and a fresh set of downs.
First down.
So a 1st and 10 now in Denver territory at the 36.
Ready? No!
Robinson on a give right side. And down right around the 32-yard line, 4 yards on the pickup.
And that's exactly what you want on a first down run. Pick up 5 yards, bring up 2nd and 5. The defensive line, though, they've got to figure out a way to out-leverage the guys up front because the offensive line is winning at the point of attack.
From the 32-yard line now, here's a 2nd and 5.
Go! Ready?
They'll run again here with Robinson. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38.
I'll tell you what, this defense hasn't played its best, but they're still right in this football game. And if they keep making plays just like that, they're going to give their offense a chance.
7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down.
Here we go. 18 Cardinal. Hey, smash. 18, Pioneer. Warrior 70.
Back to throw. Daniels will try and do this himself. And a throw right sideline is complete. It's a gain of 19 down to the 19, and it's a first down.
I'll tell you what, a lot of those mid-range throws have been available because sometimes teams get too concerned about the deep ball and they leave too much space in front of them, and these guys have been taking advantage so far.
So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20.
Tap to 60. Tap to 60.
Not liking the look. They'll change the play. Someone moved. Flag is out. That's going to be 5 yards.
And that'll drive coaches crazy. You work all week on dealing with loud crowds, on dealing with motion, and then you have a guy jump.
A false start backs him up 5. 1st and 15.
Come on, come on. Set. 70 Lions. Go.
Robinson, he'll try the left side. And able to get about 3 as he's taken down right at the 20.
Well, obviously, they would have at least liked to have gotten back to the original line of scrimmage. Instead, now, they're dealing with 2nd and long.
I thought they would have passed it after the penalty. Probably wish they would have now. 2nd and 12.
19 Charger, 19 Charger. Tight, 19 tight.
They'll send a receiver in motion left.
Ready.
Operating from the gun, Daniels. Caught out left side by Robinson. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4.
It's a gain of 16.
It'll be 1st and goal when we come back. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. So 1st and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up.
Check, 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 check. Cowboy 80. Rattler, 18 Rattler. 79 Broncos.
Looking to throw. Daniels. A hit as he throws there, incomplete. To give you an idea of how accurate he's been throwing the football, we're in the 2nd half. That's just his 2nd incompletion.
Well, if he's not locked in, that means everyone's locked in, because to me it's like throwing a no-hitter in baseball. The pitcher may get the credit, a lot of people making plays behind him in the field.
Line of scrimmage, again the 4-yard line. 2nd and goal.
60 Bison. Let's go now. 60 Bison. 60 Bison. Riggs. Riggs. Hey, smash Bronco.
Robinson is in for a touchdown. Well, he finishes off the drive with a touchdown run, Charles. Remember, he also had a catch on this drive as well.
And that's what running backs want to be in today's NFL, a complete back. 3 down, stay on the field, run it and catch it, and he gets it done.
The extra point up and good. And the lead now up to 14. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
At their own 22-yard line.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go. A lot of time for this unit to game plan on the sideline after that drive that they watched the other side just score. But remember, last time they were out, they scored as well. We'll see if they can seize that momentum right back.
And they have had a lot of time to cool off from reaching the end zone the last time. So have they been able to keep themselves mentally sharp and into this game even though they haven't been on the field? And you and I both know one big play, though, gets them right back up to that level.
You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
Back to throw. Brooks. He finds his man. Complete. It's Franklin. It'll be a gain of just a yard, and it brings up 3rd and 5 now. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
On 3rd down, McLaughlin. And he's going to have the Broncos first down as he's got this up to about the 34-yard line.
A lot depended on the spot there, and he got it, but it wasn't by much, was it? I remember Coach Madden talking about, depending on which foot the official used, that would tell you whether you got the first down or not. You want that upfield foot to be the one that spots the ball, don't you?
And you and I have the luxury of a couple extra views here in the booth, and he did get it, but not by much. On first down, he'll drop to throw. On the RPO, he'll keep it himself. He finds his man, complete. It's Franklin. Call it a gain of 6 on the play, and it's 2nd down. 4th quarter, every drive so critical, and you figure may only get one more shot after this, so a touchdown's imperative on this drive.
It is, but you also have to think to yourself in play calling, don't hold anything back. Don't save it for the second touchdown. You've got the first one for the second one to even matter.
And he's got his man in stride, complete. 2nd catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 47-yard line.
Looking to throw. Brooks. Oh, it's a screen pass. It's complete. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. So that one a disaster. A big loss there with 2nd down coming up. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. This short pass into the hands of Njoku. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. 22 yards on the catch and run, a first down.
Good yardage on the completion there. When they look at the scoreboard, they do understand a field goal is not going to do them any good. My guess, they're going to press the ball downfield as far as possible, try and throw it into the end zone and get a score because they know they've got to get that done and get the ball back as quickly as possible.
So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. Now he's going to step up and run. And that's going to be incomplete.
When you're leading in the final quarter, your radar has to be up for any potential deep shots. And probably not the last one they're going to see in this game, not as long as they hold this lead.
Second and 10. Back to throw. Brooks. Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it. That to the sideline, and it's intercepted. This spot in the fourth quarter with that deficit, had to throw the football. Unfortunately, there's the risk of big turnover.
And you know you're going to be throwing against nickel, dime, all sorts of exotic defenses, but you have to do it anyway. Ordinarily, you might want to run the football a little bit, try and get them out of it. But as you noted, this time of the game, this point on the clock, had to throw it.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They have to like the position that they are in. Fourth quarter, 2-score lead, and now the ball back after the INT. So the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14.
19, Tiger, 19, Tiger. Cup 19, Cup 19.
They go play action. Daniels. On the RPO, he'll keep it himself. All in all, no gain on the play, and it'll bring up third.
Brandon, I think he's just grateful to get back to the line of scrimmage and avoid not just losing yardage, but a big hit on that play as well. That defense closed on him quick and forced a quick surrender out of bounds.
This offense so far on third down, they've been okay. 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 14.
60 Eagles, 79 Broncos. Mustang 19.
Looking to throw. Daniels. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down. They bring their punter out there now. Always a good sign when your first punt comes in the 4th quarter. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. That's returnable now for Smith. 42 yards on the punt, just 2 on the return. And the Broncos take over, 1st down and 10. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. Their defense was able to force the punt. That's the good news, but this is still a 2-score game, and they need points on this drive and in a relatively quick manner. And they're able to get this one across the 35. From all the way up at the 38 now after a good start to the drive.
1st and 10 at the 38-yard line.
18 Cardinals.
Oh, he fakes the spike. Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it. That pass just a little bit off. It looked like maybe he tried to force it in there.
Game speed, always different, no matter what you do in practice. You can't simulate it, right? So your decision-making, everything has to be a little bit quicker. Sometimes it can throw you off until you adjust.
Here's 2nd and 10. Back to throw. Brooks. Now he'll tuck this and run. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away. And now it's 3rd.
And a smart play there. He's probably saying, I wish I would have done that on the last drive instead of throwing the interception.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10.
19 Tiger, 19 Lion.
Looking to throw. Brooks. He'll try and do this himself. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. That gain on 3rd down, good for 28. And a 2-score game, obviously. Every play, every 3rd down, like we saw there, magnified. Big pickup.
It was a huge pickup. What they really want, though, is to not even get to 3rd down. They've got to maximize time and conserve as much as possible. Back to throw now on 1st down.
And he is into the end zone for a Denver touchdown. Jaleel McLaughlin with touchdown number 2 in the game and now 11 on the year. And the Broncos have made it a one-score game again here in the fourth. So now a big play here as the Broncos will line up to go for 2.
The Broncos will line up for the 2-point conversion.
They'll try and run it here. And he will find the end zone again. So he gets the touchdown and the 2-point conversion. And that'll cut this deficit down a little bit further. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And he returns this to the 22.
They'll take over. First down and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. Now, the previous drive they punted, but that was just the first time they've had to do so in this game.
And when they turn on the game film, the coaches will rant about this, right? They'll say, oh, God, we got to move the ball, guys. We can't punt the ball away. But they have to keep smiles off their faces because that's the first time in the game they've had to do so. They've moved it quite well. They'll overall be happy with what they've seen.
And for the defense, this is a spot where you don't want to totally sell out to stop the run, but you do have a pretty good idea of what you're going to see. And that's good work right there to keep them in check on that first down carry.
They'll come up 2nd and 7.
Let's go. 19 Tiger, 19 Tiger. Let's go.
Again, it's Robinson. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
Bonito on the tackle. It's a gain of 2. Brings up 3rd and 5.
Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. Now, this is a big 3rd down, and you'd have to think we'd see a timeout right away if they can't stop them here.
Buffalo 18. 18 Rattler, 18 Rattler. Dragon 60.
Working out of the gun, Daniels. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sack.
He's known for his legs and his fancy footwork, but he's not getting much of a chance to use it here. The defense continued to hold the upper hand by bringing him down on that play.
He'll send this one into the mile-high air, and it's a good one. Here's Smith to return it. 12 yards on the return that time. And it'll be a short field for the Broncos as they take over 1st and 10. This is 1st and 10.
Let's go. Cougar 19.
They'll look to throw. This short pass into the hands of Njoku. And he is out of bounds inside the 30.
I got the sense that the defense created a little momentum for them there, didn't they?
Did their job, forced the punt. Now, nice start to the drive. Offense has to do their part.
Yeah, they certainly do, but what a great start for them. They've got to go thank the guys on D.
Here's second down. Now they'll change things around before the snap. That flag, that'll push him back 5. Second down, 8 yards to go. He's back to throw. That's into the hands of McLaughlin.
And that absolutely cannot happen. Just a gain of a yard in this situation, you've got to get chunks of yardage. Otherwise, the defense, very happy with what you're doing.
Here now, third down. Back to throw. He'll try and do this himself. And he is caught. He's going to pick up the first down and then some. And he is in as they have tied it late here in the final minute of the fourth quarter. Now they can boot it through on the always important extra point, and then their defense has to hold up their end of the bargain.
And there's something that you've pointed out in numerous games that we've worked. Okay, the excitement's going on. Everyone's celebrating over there. Who's calling up the defense to make sure they're focused because they still have some work to do?
The Broncos kickoff unit out there to kick this one away. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. They'll come up first and 10 here.
Here we go, set. Hawk 70, Hawk 70. Check. Trap 60. Ready.
He'll look to throw. And that's going to sabotage their comeback plans. It is intercepted. Picked up by Riley Moss. When you talk about making winning plays, that is a winning play at this stage of the game. To come up with that interception, huge.
I like how you identified that because most people think winning plays are the offense trying to get it done. In this case, nursing a lead, they found a way to make a play on that side of the ball and maybe finish things off.
So from the 36 now, first and 10. Up the middle they go. It's McLaughlin. The recipe's pretty simple, I think, right? Just give your superstar the ball, continue to feed him.
Yeah, don't overthink this one, right? Make sure he's touching the football, but you're also counting on his intelligence in playing the game as well. If it's not there, don't force the run. Just make sure you hang on to the football and keep the clock ticking.
Now here's a timeout coming on the defensive side of the ball, as he'll stop it with 11 seconds remaining in the ball game. Here's second and 3.
Let's go now.
He's going to get it again. Just looking to get forward and protect the ball. And here come the whistles and a timeout with 7 seconds left. I guess the simple question, why not just take a knee there?
I don't understand either why you would take any sort of a chance. We've seen it happen in the game of football. Doesn't matter whether you've watched high school, college, or the NFL. Some people get a little greedy, try to get that extra running play in, and it can backfire on them.
Now the defense will burn their third and final timeout. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. Broncos send out their punter now as he'll punt it away for the second time. Down to the final play. That's where we win in this.